Hello and welcome to Markets at Deven Choksey, an Indian market podcast where we talk about all that's buzzing in the world of markets, all that's happening with the global markets and domestic markets, and all that you need to keep an eye on. So let's get started with the global cues as always. Well, this morning the cues from the Gift Nifty are positive as around 27 to 28 points up move in the Gift Nifty indicates a positive start for the Indian market. Also, other Asian markets are showing signs of positivity with Hong Kong market opening with an up move of around 400 points and Nikkei market also seeing an up move of more than 350 points. So clearly, the Asian markets are supportive this morning. Talking about the US markets, of course, just like the domestic market, the result season is impacting the US market as well, wherein S&P 500 futures are a little changed after Microsoft and Alphabet report. On the face of it, in the last trading session, the US markets closed with an up move, where Dow Jones was positive and on a gaining trend of around 200 points. S&P 500 was gaining around 50 points and Nasdaq was gaining around 121 points. So clearly the indices in the US markets are also positive and supportive. Talking about the energy pack, the crude oil is nearly flat as macroeconomic concerns contend with tighter US supply. At present, Brent crude is trading somewhere at $88 a barrel. Again, one needs to keep an eye on the safe haven commodities and the bullion market as we clearly see that the market sentiments are diving and changing towards the bullion market as a safe haven commodity in the volatile market scenarios. The gold is a little changed with focus on Middle East conflict and US economic data. If we have a look at the global front, the gold and silver both are trading in greens. And in terms of base metals, the copper is also trading around 0.5% with an up move. So this is how the global sentiments look like. One needs to clearly understand that it's a volatile market scenario. Of course, the global markets are supporting this morning, but of course there is a cautiousness which one needs to practice, as we have already seen a lot of economic indicative actions and the result season is impacting the markets too. Let us now try and understand how the trade setup will look like in the today's session, because it was a truncated week and we are returning back after a holiday of one thing, which was the Dussehra holiday, a day's holiday. So let's take a look at the trade setup by understanding how the closing was seen in the last session. Well, the question is, will this Dussehra break help the indices recover from the downtrends it did witness in the previous sessions, and will today's day look like a glooming positive session? That will be the biggest question which one needs to have a look at, and one needs to have a look in the indices as well as the levels. Well, the Nifty, if we have a look at it, broke below the immediate support of 19,480 and 19,330 level in one of the sessions, the last session. The weekly crucial support has been broken on the lower side at 19,340. So clearly volatility was seen during the session, and one needs to consider how the opening for the session will look like when the markets open up today. In Monday's session, the Sensex also tanked around 826 points to close at 64,572 level, and Nifty plunged around 261 points to be precise to close at 19,282. Clearly, signs of volatility was seen during the market hours. With the Nifty slipping below the 19,300 mark, the crucial support for the current month and week market breadth, the bears seem firmly in control. Clearly, one needs to consider that the volatility is increasing on a constant basis, and the bearish scenario is clearly seen and visible on a strong note. Do not forget that on the higher side, 19,500 to 19,600 is still expected to be a hurdle. So considering all of these volatility, let's now have a look at what are the support and resistance levels one need to consider for Nifty and Bank Nifty for today's session. Well, for Nifty, the support will be seen at around 19,251, followed by 19,181 and then 19,066. We need to consider that Nifty has already crossed the mark and is trading below 19,300.
So on the higher side, 19,300 can be an immediate resistance, followed by 19,550 and 19,664. Talking about Bank Nifty, well, for Bank Nifty, the clear signs were seen of volatility, and the index closed around 572 points lower at 43,151. And now, if the index slips below 43,000, major selling pressure can't be ruled out. So clearly, signs of concerns coming from Bank Nifty as well. Looking at all of these signs, the weakness is likely to persist over the next few trading sessions is what one can say for Bank Nifty. Taking a look at the support levels, one should consider 43,031 as an immediate support, followed by 42,842 and 42,535. On the upside, the initial resistance is at 43,225, and then we can understand the resistance at 43,833 and 43,139. So this is what the indications for the levels of support and resistance looks like for Nifty and Bank Nifty both. Let us now take a look at what are the important results one needs to consider and observe in today's session. Banks and financials is in focus, and Axis Bank is going to post its numbers today, followed by Tech Mahindra, Indus Tower, Chalet Hotels, Chennai Petro, Gulf Oil Lubricants, Jubilant Foodwork, Lakshmi Machine Works. So these are a few important ones. Along with this, there is another long list of cash numbers also which will come in, but one needs to definitely have a look at the automobile space, the banks and financials, and of course the oil refining counters, as numbers have started coming in from those counters as well. Let us now take a look at the stocks in news. To start with, Reliance Industries will be in focus, as Reliance is nearing a cash and stock deal to buy Walt Disney India operation, according to people familiar to the matter say. This is a source-based news, and one needs to have a look at what are the updates coming in. Well, the US entertainment giant may sell a controlling stake in the Disney Star business, which is valued at around $10 billion. So Reliance Industries will surely be in focus. Another stock in focus is Torrent Pharma, as the Ahmedabad-based pharma company reported a 23% year-on-year increase in consolidated profit at 386 crore, with revenue rising around 16% at 2,660 crore. Well, the India business grew around 18% at 1,444 crore, while Brazil was up around 36%, Germany up around 21%, but the US business did see a fall of around 15% at 248 crore. So clearly, barring the US business, Torrent Pharmaceuticals segmental performance was seen positive on a geography base if we have a look in domestic market as well as the global scenario. The next stock in news will be PNB Housing Finance, as the housing finance company has registered a 46% year-on-year growth and consolidated profit of 383 crore, led by a decline in impairment of financial instruments and write-offs. The net interest income increased by 2% on a year-on-year basis at 661 crore. The next in the list is Lupin, as the company received a United States Food and Drug Administration's approval for its abbreviated new drug application for fluconazole tablets to market the generic equivalent of Diflucan tablet of Pfizer in the United States. So US FDA approval coming in for Lupin, which marks Lupin as a stock in news. Mahindra Logistics is the next in news, as the third-party logistics service provider has posted a consolidated loss of around 16 crore against a profit of 11 crore in the same period last year, impacted by lower EBITDA and margin. Revenues are seen at 1,365 crore, increased by around 2.9% over a year ago period, but EBITDA fell around 20.6% at 54 crore. NHPC is another one which will be in focus, as the straight run power has achieved a major milestone by daylighting the head race tunnel of Parbati 2 HE project in Himachal Pradesh. This breakthrough has been achieved in the longest phase of the HRT, having a length of around 13.118 km. The project is expected to be completed by the end of September 2024. So clearly a project news which keeps NHPC in focus. And last but not the least, Mahindra Holidays and Resorts India will be in focus, as Arun Nanda has resigned as the chairman of the company's material subsidiary Holiday Club Resort, OI Finland, with effect from 20th October. The company appointed CP Gurnani as the chairman of the board of HCR. So a management move which will keep Mahindra Holidays in focus. Let us quickly have a look at the FISDS data. The foreign institutional investors bought shares worth rupees 252 crore, while domestic institutional investors purchased shares worth 1,112 crore. So clearly, buying seen from FIs and DIs both. So this is everything which one needs to keep an eye on while the markets open up today. But do consider that no matter how many events are coming in, be it global or domestic, the results space impact also, but the markets are clearly volatile. And in this volatility, the key to success is proper research. Do a proper research, understand what you want to do in the market, and only then cautiously play out in the market, whatever it be, whether a trade or an investment. Consider that research is very, very important in this volatile scenario. With this, we are coming to a wrap of Markets View at Deven Choksey for today's session. But consider, like I said, that research is clearly very important in this scenario, and research and wealth creation is an art that we understand very well. We at Deven Choksey have our exclusive research services which are powerful and successful. To avail our exclusive research services, we invite you to join us. Just click on the link below and you're done. Fill in your basic details and our team will reach out to you. So don't wait any further and embark on the wealth building adventure together. Thank you and have a great day ahead.